Wysteria, energy, twister. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and the world of fairies. So we are now on the Igel. It's a classic Greek mythology nymph, even known as Agel. Radiant was the mother of the Caretes by the sun god Helios. Akindrum, the brownie of Blednoch. Akindrum was an individual brownie from Scottish law who lived in Blednoch in Galloway. We did do his story actually in the English fairies that we did. Ale the variation of the Ale is the honey-tongued. Elphos Bright, a Malaysian fairy king of Leinster Island, although he had the right to lay claim on Connacht through his mother's bloodline. So, yeah, another one, I guess. Elin Mac Midna, the wondrous elfin man. In the folklore and legends of Ireland, Mac Midna was the fairy musician of the Tuatha De Danann. He was described as being particularly dark, having a fiery breath, carrying an evil and poisonous spear. Mac played a magical tuimpan, an Irish harp tambourine. He was so proficient with this instrument, anyone who heard him play would soon drift off to sleep. For 23 consecutive years, Mahmudin left his home and travelled south to play at the festival of Samhain held at Tara. Each year, as he played, his audience would drift off to sleep, and each year, greatly annoyed at their having done so, he would blast 3 plumes of fire from his nostrils, setting Tara ablaze. Finn Mac Cumahel of Fianna, also a Sihi, tired of this annual burning, took Mac's spear from him and forced the musician to inhale its poisonous fumes. The noxious gas killed the harpist. Well, of course it did, right? It's not going to leave her alive. And the next is Ainsel, a shapeless thing. So in the folklore of Rothley, Northumberland, England, Ainsel, ownself, an individual fairy, appeared as a playful female child. According to legend, one winter night a mother tried to send her son to bed, but he was not sleepy and refused to go. The mother warned. Should he stay up, the fairies would take him away. But laughing at his mother, the son ignored the warning. Not long after she left the room, a beautiful doll-sized fairy came down the chimney and introduced herself to the child as Ainsel. The two played nicely together until the fire began to die. When the child poked at the logs, a single hot ember struck the fae, causing it to scream out in magnificent pain. The mother came dashing into the room, asking her son, "Who hurt you?" To which he replied, "It was my Ainsel." The mother, assuming her son had confessed to hurting himself, spanked and chided him for making so much noise when there was no one to blame but himself. Ahmed. So Ahmed is also known as Airmid and Airmed, an Irish fairy goddess of herbal lore and witchcraft. Airmed was born the daughter of the renowned physician Dian Checht, one of the Tuatha De Danann. She assisted her father in protecting his sacred healing spring. When her brother Miach died, she mourned so profoundly at his gravesite, all the herbs of the world grew from its location and revealed all of their secrets to her. Etusa, classical Greek mythology, a nymph, was born the daughter of the god of the sea Poseidon, or Neptune, and the Oreads Alcyone. Ethusa was the mother of Eleuther by the god Apollo. Aithvaris, house spirit of Lithuanian folklore. The Aithvaris could assume shapes in accordance to its environment. For example, inside of a house it looked like a black cat, or even a rooster, but when outdoors it could look like a dragon or a serpent with a fiery tail. Traditionally, Aithvaris was a powerful being living in the forest, but could be persuaded to serve as a family guardian. They brought abundance, good fortune, happiness, and wealth to those who they favour. The Aithvaris did not get along with the Pacunas, the god of thunder. Eowel, Now, there are variations to that also, but usually I well, I will, so it depends. But it's a nature spirit, and the cultural hero from the folklore of Dinka people of the Sudan. Born the son of the river spirit and an elderly widow woman, Ewell was responsible for helping people and their herds with his magical powers. His attitude, disposition, and values were considered Dinka ideals. Embracing both his humanity and spirituality, he overcame great adversity. He rose to become the leader of his mother's people. He founded a priesthood known as the Spear Masters. The symbol of his power was indeed the spear. And that is the next episode of the World Fairies. Thank you for joining me and many blessings. Wisteria, energy, twister.